Welcome to Laramie, Wyoming, in one of the highest elevations you will find in all of college football. And it is home to the Wyoming Cowboys, and they have a taste for the spicy brown mustard. Today, a pair of Pac-12 teams getting set to square off in a game that could have season-long implications. As we'll see, the James Madison Dukes taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wyoming Cowboys. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Dukes will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Touchdown, James Madison. The defense putting points on the board.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
He might want another play. They'll run play action. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leaves it with the running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's looking to pass. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Dukes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The lone back's got it. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. The Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd. Grab near the marker. It's Verrier. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Here's a heat. Got his man on the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's 4th down, and of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Keeps looking downfield. The throw. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play.
Breaks into the open. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
They'll go to the ground. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Good timing on the quick out. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Wilcox. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
To the air on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Wow, the quarterback can't believe it. I mean, that was a perfect throw into the end zone. He gave his guy every opportunity to finish the play, and he drops it. And as a result, no touchdown.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cowboys in the hurry-up. Fires left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. The running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job and contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The Dukes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback moving. Grabbed on the outside. It's Verrier.
really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. 5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They'd hope to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
I love the 3rd down aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a 2-time All-American, they know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Let's talk for just a moment about Wyoming. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a 3-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback coming out of high school. Oftentimes, this program has had to develop guys so that they're ready by their junior or senior year to have success. This guy changes that dynamic a little bit, though, and because of it, you can see fans are so excited about the future.
Looking for a man. It's Wilcox. On target to the left. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided.
Heel off one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Cowboys will hustle to the line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Offense getting set for 1st down. Quarterback making checks. From the gun. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Wilcox. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Wyoming!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll run it again. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Lets it fly on the move. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Man, and that wasn't a miss by much. And listen, as a quarterback, you don't want to miss inside. That's for sure where the danger is. But it leads him just a little bit too far out of bounds. The court, you can tell receiver tries to throttle down, tries to get those feet in, but he couldn't.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. These corners going to give them some space. Spits it out to the back. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Looks as if we have... injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback couldn't quite make the connection on the last play. That brings up third down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
Wyoming.
The Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Back to throw, it's Wilcox. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. They'll immediately call timeout. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Makes the grab. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, James Madison.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Cowboys will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Back, it's O'Donnell. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. They'll run this play from the pistol. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll try the run. Looking for room at the 40. Jumped on top of the pile.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
And some room to work. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Tight end getting vertical. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Dukes have their offense in high gear. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's O'Donnell. Hubs it downfield. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. They'll bring him down right at the 20-yard line, and a 4th down looms and decision time for this offense.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It's good. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Oklahoma State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Boone Pickens Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Michigan. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back.
On the set. 6-9-1, Gators score.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Now the pitch. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Dropping back, it's Wilcox. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Cowboys want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this defense has been lights out for the majority of this football game. They did give up a score to this guy, but they know who the big weapon is. They know where the quarterback is going to be looking. So here in the second half, they're going to have a plan for him, and they did on that last one.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Dukes. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield and gets positive yards.
Back to throw, it's Wilcox. Under fire. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Got him downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Cowboys headed quickly to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Might be changing the route. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Rush is on him. Spinderella. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down and 2nd in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this 3rd down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fights off a defender. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. He's got it. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Wilcox. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
There's no put in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Now on the option. He'll toss it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cowboys! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. The running back able to walk in.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there, they didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Wyoming, 13.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Dukes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's O'Donnell. Pulls it in. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Wants to go up top. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Dukes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Finds a crease at the 20. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Leaves it with the back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Second down.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Complete to the right. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football.
Sends it downfield. He's got it. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the 1st down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Floats it out in space. And he will score! Touchdown, Mustard and Brown!
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Complete downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Wyoming! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And, man, this thing looked like it was going the other way. How about this fourth quarter, man? What a swing of momentum. You throw up the goose egg, putting multiple touchdown drives together and taking the lead. What an exciting fourth quarter.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. Super Frog was flexing all game too. As complete a win as they've had for some time. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's O'Donnell. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? It just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
He's taking a deep shot. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got him, and nobody's close. He's loose. Touchdown, James Madison. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Might be calling a hot route. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. To throw, it's Wilcox. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quickly to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, stops the clock after a short pickup of 7, and it's getting dire in terms of the clock. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. How about that awareness to make the grab and immediately head for the boundary to save clock?
I mean, you can't do it any better than that. First you make the catch, run after the catch, get the first down, and get out of bounds. Perfect execution by the receiver.
Looking downfield, it's Wilcox. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This environment is just electric right now. And the offense, they're trying to feed off of that to win this game. Late in a 2-minute situation, you're being aggressive. You're taking a shot into the end zone. I know that one falls incomplete, but this offense right now, you can tell they're feeling it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Lets it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Wyoming.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. The offense changing the play. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
James Madison.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Cowboys trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. To the air, it's Wilcox. That's it, 5. Touchdown, Wyoming! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Now, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
Man, that was exhilarating, incredible game from start to finish, and I mean the very finish.
And you have to dial in at those moments, right? It's easier said than done. Oh, I'm going to call this, but in the clutch, when you need it the most, you've got to put possessions together. You've got to get in the end zone to come through. This offense has got to be jacked.
Looking back on it, too, was there ever any doubt that that was the guy they were going to go to when the game was on the line? This dude's been making plays all season long. You got to put the ball in the hands of your best playmakers in situations like that, and that's what they did.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.